Hi everyone!
Hey!
Welcome to another week of Females Unfiltered.
We are here ready to rock and roll. We have some interesting topics to talk about today.
Guys, I do have to say, I know it looks like we're like in our living room and we don't know how to organize our own living room, but there's like a big wig coming today and they're like, don't move the furniture.
But we kind of did.
We did a little teeny bit.
A lot of it, actually.
But we love mixology.
we do, and we're so grateful to be here.
And we're also sorry, those who are watching on playback, we didn't Facebook live stream because Chrissy fucked up and she forgot her iPad, which means she had to use her phone for her notes, so I'm sorry. But other than that, everything's great. Everything's wonderful.
Everything is good. We're going to have an amazing show.
Yeah, that's the whole shebang. Did you have a favorite thing that happened since, well, this week or the last couple weeks? Because I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. It has been a long time, right?
It's been a minute.
Man, so favorite thing? No, I guess just consistently being busy is my favorite thing.
I love that.
Kind of take a social media break. I mean, that was great, you know, because I was noticing myself in any idle time I had.
Yeah.
I was consistently, you know, on Instagram, just browsing, not being productive. And I'm like, Avette, you know, there's so much more shit you need to be doing right now, whether it's meditating a little bit more, reading a book, writing your journal. There's so many things you can do that will stimulate your mind. Not Instagram, okay? So, I mean, that was...
super impressed with that, by
Thank
the way.
you. So I did that for like a month and a half, and that was actually, it was great. It was really, really great. It put me in just like a totally different headspace, and I guess I would say that's my favorite thing.
I love it. So now that you are using Instagram again, do you find that you still gravitate towards it the same amount you did before the break, or are you a little bit more like cool on it?
No, I'm still cool on it.
Okay.
I am still cool on it. I posted a few times for business purposes, which I mean, I cannot knock it. Social media is amazing for marketing and getting word out there about certain things. So I love it for that aspect, but I did my post and I got out of it. I did not sit there and look at, I didn't get on at 11 and then notice at 11:45 that I've been sitting here on fucking Instagram.
Right? Because you see one thing and you like jump to another one and then you jump to another one. I
know. So I got in and got out and it was great. So I'm going to try to keep that momentum going, but who knows?
I'm super, super impressed.
It's addictive.
My favorite thing, I think, was just all the rain. I'm someone who loves the rain.
Yes.
I'm not like cursing it because I feel like we don't get a lot of it anyways. But we have gotten a lot this rainy season.
We
a
have.
shitload, actually.
Yeah.
And rain always just makes me feel like productive. I don't know why. It makes me feel cozy. I just love the rain.
Yeah, and I can agree with you on that. I totally love the rain when I don't have to be in it. I am super productive when it's raining because when it's beautiful and the sun's out, I feel like I'm not trying to be cooped up in an office doing work. I want to be out there, you know? So I go in the office and I get so much done when it's raining because I don't mind. It's like nice environment, cozy, like you said, and I can just hammer shit out and get shit done, so it's amazing.
Yeah, so do I. Okay, so there's always a lot of things going on in the world, guys. We like to pick one or two to talk about. I feel like you should start, since you just talked about your social media fast. What did you find that was going on in the world that was interesting?
So, the models that are not so human, they have the, what is it, digitized faces?
Yeah.
And they're put on human bodies. I thought that was crazy because when I checked them out, I can't recall their names, but maybe you can help me with this.
Let's see. We have, so this is the weirdest thing. So on Instagram, there are digital models.
Yeah.
They're calling them robot models or digital models.
But they look so human, it's ridiculous.
Do.
You guys may be food. So here are a few examples of these
fake
models.
ass models. Yeah, so one is named Ima, or Imma perhaps. It's IMMA. And she's, it stands for the Japanese word meaning now.
Yeah.
And so it's, her face is digital, but I guess they put it on a real body.
A human body.
A human body.
Yeah.
But even more so than that, there's a chick who's very popular. Her name is Lil Makila.
And she's also verified, correct?
She's verified. She's verified on Instagram, and all of her is digital. And she's 1.5 million followers.
Wow.
And she's got like a fake robot brother also. And it's so interesting because obviously someone looked at the formula of what makes successful Instagram accounts because like she's interesting looking, she's fashion forward, she's always doing like these like cool poses with great backgrounds, and she's got these like cliched captions that acts like she doesn't give a fuck, but she really does.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, so this is what makes a successful Instagram account,
Yeah,
clearly.
yeah.
And homegirl's killing it over there.
She is. And I mean, I just thought it was like so interesting because, and it goes back to her name now. Like, this is what's happening now in the world. Like, shit is changing, and it's changing so freaking much. So just to know that, I mean, shit, I hope she doesn't put all of our amazing models out of business.
I honestly thought about that.
I thought about that when I read
Yes.
the article. I was like, wait, so they could probably pay less money to clothe these
Right,
digital models
right.
versus have to give a real human model a fat check and fly her here and fly her there for your hair and makeup.
Yeah, put her up in a hotel.
I
blah,
mean,
blah, blah,
so, you know, technology is just taking over all human existence when you
Right?
think about it. So
I know, I never thought the model
it kinda
world would be touched by
I
it.
did not either.
But I think you're right, because the luxury brand Balmain, Balmin,
Yeah.
they already have a slew of fake models, digital models.
Yeah,
A slew of them.
I'm sure it cut costs drastically.
And I was looking at the accounts, and honestly, I wouldn't know half of them if they were fake or not. And the clothes look beautiful on them, and I'm like, fuck, fake digital models.
Yeah, what is this world coming
What
to,
is
guys?
this? What the hell's next? Okay, so here's one that's like kind of random, everybody. So who doesn't love their emojis, right? We use it to express so many things about ourselves.
Yeah.
And every year, there's something called the Unicode Consortium. Well, actually with every iPhone update. And you notice new emojis get put into it.
Yeah.
So this organization, they are the ones who decide all the emojis that make the cut for iPhone updates.
Okay.
They decide. So 59 new emojis are coming, everybody. And
59. We already have a slew.
I know, 59, and these ones are really gonna be more towards diversity.
Okay.
So we've got an emoji for a hearing aid, we've got manual and motorized wheelchairs, we've got prosthetic legs, arms, we have the white cane for someone who's blind, and service dogs, guide dogs. There's also gonna be a lot more skin and tone variants. And then this, didn't really know how I felt about this because I'm a woman, but I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Apparently, they're going to get a period emoji.
Oh, wow.
Right.
I don't think that's necessary.
That's kind of what I thought. I was like, believe me, I'm all for the woman. Like, do you, girl, yes. Yes. But I was like, have I ever needed an emoji to express my period?
Huh.
No?
No, but I could definitely see it coming into play, you know. I'm like,
True.
I hit you up, hey, Chrissy, you want to go out? And you have backgrounds. You hit me with the spirit emoji. I'm like, I know what she's going through. So it's definitely going to come into play because that situation is
exists.
a situation. And I mean, it takes us women through shit. So it'll come into play. Yeah. Although we've never necessarily needed it, maybe because it wasn't there, but it'll come.
True. And it's going to be actually just like a drop of blood. Which can be used for a lot. I mean, I thought vampire, actually. But I mean, it can be used for a lot of things, but that's the intent. So I guess you go, girls.
Right.
You go.
We made it to the emojis, our whole situation. Okay, no.
Now we have equality, no. All right, and then before we part, guys, we're going to get ready for Granison, but real quick, Sundance just happened. A bunch of films hit Sundance. Did you happen to find one that was interesting to you?
They are also interesting. There's so many, and I think they all, you know, kind of depict different stories and different you know, moments. So I'm not down for downplaying anybody's work. So they're all pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But one that I can think of in particular, I don't know. They're just all really amazing.
Yeah, all good stuff. So I just kind of went through some of the new ones at Sundance. And one that I thought was pretty interesting, I'm just going to shout it out really quick, is called Honey Boy. And Shia LaBeouf, who's been, he's his own human.
Yeah.
He's his own human.
Yeah.
But this is the first time he's playing his own father in a movie. And it's really autobiographical about kind of how he was raised and not the best of circumstances. So he's playing his father, who's definitely a tortured character, and it takes it through his childhood and him as a child actor and how his father got paid to take him on set, and that was the only really reason that his father ever took him on set, and all his father's own demons. And I heard that it's just a really great role for Shia, and you kind of look at him and be like, shit, this guy's got a lot of depth, and he's a pretty amazing actor. So I'm actually very interested to see this movie because...
Yeah, I want to check it out too. It sounds really interesting. I myself didn't really know much about the storyline, but yeah, it sounds great. Yeah. I'm interested,
So we'll check that out. All right, guys, we're going to take a really quick break. We're going to get ready for Granison, who is the guy who's not dating but gives the best dating advice. So we'll be right back, everyone. Have a seat. Hi guys, we're back. Granison's with us!
I'm
Yay!
here.
I love when Granison's at Granison. We're
Yeah.
all drinking some Spa
Cheers,
Girl.
Spa
Drinking
Girls.
at 11:30.
Hell
Hey, it's
yes.
happy hour somewhere.
Yeah, right.
That's how we roll on this show.
I love that.
Grayson, how you been? We didn't see you last month. There was a holiday situation and a Granison situation. And
Yeah, there's a holiday Granison situation.
yeah, how you been?
I've been great.
Yeah?
Since I haven't seen you guys in 2 months. I've been healthy. I've been strong.
Good?
That's always
I've been
amazing.
Good.
telling jokes to
Love.
strangers, and
Yep.
they like it.
Yep.
It's been a whirlpool of awesome. And,
Okay.
Whirlpool.
Whirlpool.
I like that, a
A
whirlpool.
whirlpool of awesome. Whirlwind. We don't know.
That's a great place to be in.
Yeah,
That's
either
a great
one.
place to be in.
Wet or
Yeah.
windy. It's cool. I live that life.
Unless it's like you get wet and then you get out and it's windy.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck.
And then, and
Yeah.
then it's Chicago.
Yeah.
You're like, where's the sun better be out.
Exactly.
But
So you
yeah.
dating anyone? Tell us the
I
skinny.
am. I'm getting to know somebody at the moment.
Somebody, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Tell
how long you been getting to know him for?
Oh, nice. Not that long, like
Okay.
a month,
Alright,
a month.
okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, it's pretty fun.
How'd you guys meet?
We met at a weed gathering,
Okay.
which sounds way more fancy than it is. The baristas at my favorite coffee
Yep.
shop invited me to kick it and smoke weed at this weed gathering. I didn't know
Okay.
if it was like, because I've been to like
Well,
weed
they're like-
shows.
Yeah.
And those are fun, but it's an event. But when you say gathering, I'm like, all right, cool. Is there going to be something
special
happening?
weed
Is
stuff
there a
is
special
happening?
guest?
Yeah.
Are they going to try and sell me
Right. The latest edibles.
some weed
Right.
like pyramid scheme? Like what's going
Right,
on?
right, what's
I got to get
happening?
3 friends to smoke,
Right.
And yeah, I just kind of vibe with her. She was really
Cool.
cool.
Nice.
Like, a lot of chemistry. That lady.
So was it just people just like smoking and
So it was
that's
literally like at the house. There was snacks on the table. We smoked a
Snacks.
bunch of weed.
I love snacks.
And we were all chilling, and then she came through, and we played the whole eye tag.
Okay.
You know, when like
eye tag, yeah.
you're in different places in the room, and
Right.
you're
You
like,
just so happen to catch
It's
eye.
and then you look away, but then you
Yeah.
check and see if they're looking, and you're like, all right,
Isn't that a
cool.
fun moment when that happens?
I like that a lot, and I mean, in LA, there's a ton of attractive people, but at
Right.
the same time, like, for me, as I get older, I just turned 35. That's new.
Happy birthday.
Okay, when was your
I just
birthday?
turned
Boom.
34.
It was January 11th.
I forgot you're a January baby.
I'm a Capricorn.
Caps in the house.
We had our birthday episode because I'm January, Demi's January, and our guest was January. Shit, we should have brought you on too.
It's okay. I would have been down. I'd have been down. It's just a pop surprise. But I just noticed as I get older, I really operate off of chemistry as opposed to
Absolutely.
anything else. Like, even if people are attractive, if I don't feel a vibe with you, I don't
No,
even,
it
I
ain't-
don't
Yeah,
even
don't
bother.
waste your
I don't ask for
time.
your number. I
Yeah.
don't let's do
Absolutely.
Instagram and I'll see the cool
Right.
Instagram fake modeling you're doing. You know what I mean? Callbacks and yeah.
Okay.
So it's been really cool.
Nice.
It's a cool
Love this.
lady.
All right, good.
know.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Keep us in the loop.
I will keep you in the loop. I will 100% keep you in the loop. In that monthly loop. What's up?
All right, guys, so we always bring some dating questions to Granison. I mean,
Of
even
course.
if you're in a relationship, you can bring relationship questions to Granison.
Anything.
He doubles for everything. I'm going to start it off.
Please.
So Valentine's Day is next week, guys.
Oh my
Dun,
God.
dun, dun.
Oh my God. I'm not going to be tricked this time.
Oh, I love that you get tricked on Valentine's Day. Wait, for those who
Every
missed it, tell
time.
people how you get tricked.
I always get tricked because I never know when Valentine's Day is. Like, I know it's on the 14th, but I don't know what day that is
Right, day of the
usually.
week. Okay.
And usually at around that time, somebody I'm into somebody or getting to know somebody, and they're like, hey, you want to hang out this day? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, that day or this day, whatever you want, whatever works for you. And then they're like, I think we should do this day. And I'm like, I show up. And it's
you're like,
Happy
"Oh,
Valentine's," and I'm like, "Oh no, I look like an asshole." Even though Valentine's wasn't what I signed up for, you know what I
I
mean?
just signed up for a date on a day.
Every time I was like, "Oh, I just thought it was like Tuesday. This
Right,
is
right,
great.
right.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure, I'll go
man.
day drinking
Oh,
with
shit.
you. Whatever. What is happening?"
That's amazing.
Well, we are going to hold you accountable this time around.
Okay.
You know?
It's on a Thursday.
Okay,
Because our Valentine's special is on Valentine's next Thursday.
boom.
I
You
know,
guys heard it
right?
here first.
So,
And here
You
are-
hear it here first. You will not be tricked this
I will
year.
not be tricked. It will just happen to be that way. We'll see.
so I want some advice.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to need 4 answers out of you for this one.
Fine.
I want to know what is an appropriate gift, if any, if you've been dating for 1 month, then like 3 months, 6 months, and a year.
Wow.
How do
Okay.
the gifts progress?
You broke
is
it down.
just So hit me
So-
up. Well, first of all, let's just put you on the spot. Are you and your weed friend doing anything on Valentine's?
We don't have plans necessarily, but we could.
Oh, you don't have plans. She does.
Maybe if she's not home with the kid, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
So possibly she might have family plans.
Okay.
And but okay. So with the gift thing, are you giving the gift? I mean, is the person asking what you would receive or what you would give?
What would
Honestly,
you give?
I mean, most of the time, Valentine's is when the male figure in the relationship gives the gifts.
Yeah.
Which I always find that interesting. Why does the male have to bring the gift?
Especially because the dudes are the worst at giving.
Right.
Them.
Why doesn't the female
they're
bring
the
it?
least. It's like chocolate and flowers and time. You know?
Right.
And that's great.
I think that's
Honestly,
fantastic.
if it's so, the first one was first month.
First month, 1 month.
First 1 month.
1 month into it. Do you do a thing? Do you not do a
month,
thing?
I mean,
does it just depend on if you're vibing
1
with
month,
them?
the gift. I mean, it should really be like you do something thoughtful.
Okay. Yeah,
with
I
that
like that.
person. So it's like dinner, spend some extra time, maybe do something that they mentioned they wanted to do. Right?
Yeah,
If somebody
yeah.
was like, "I love the broad. I like selfies," then take them out. Take them to the broad. Or whatever, or 2-bit circus, whatever you can take pictures in front of. Because let's be honest, there's fake Instagram models these days. So
There are so many.
so yeah, just do something thoughtful. Definitely
Okay.
in a month, 3 months. That's definitely a little more time spending with somebody. You
Yeah.
hopefully
Yeah.
have had a talk about kind of like where you're at in terms
Right.
of like what you like about each other. So this time you should also know things that they enjoy or things that will be special or things that reflect something that's you, right? Like, so
Okay.
if you're like, hey, you know, my mom makes these things and my mom's important to me. I wanted to give this to you because it's a connection that I have
Oh,
to
wow.
you.
Yeah.
That's a
You know
deep
what I mean?
connection. All right.
That
yeah.
is. I don't know what.
Okay.
That was just kind of out of the blue.
Okay, it's fine.
6 months, you said?
Then 6 months.
6 months? Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I personally am going to be honest. I'm not a gift guy. Like, I will get gifts, but most of my time is like, I want to show you that I care about you. I want
Okay.
to spend time with
Yeah.
you. I want to do those things
Yeah.
because, like, I'm not necessarily good at buying gifts, and I
Yeah.
don't always think that gifts reflect my appreciation of somebody.
Okay.
So, depending on what that person's like language of love is,
I was just
we
about to
talk
ask
about
you
that.
about
Love language,
that.
yeah.
Do the most you can with that. So if it's, you know, quality time, make sure that you're attentive. Make sure you're not on your phone or checking or sorry, just had it, you know what I mean? Like turn it off, make a day for them.
Right.
And really be there for them.
Yeah.
One major gift, fellas, eat it. You know what I mean? Just eat it all night. As long as, until they say stop. Stop messing around. It's a special day. Step it up. That's all. I love it, but some dudes I hear, DJ Khaled,
Yeah, fuck DJ Khaled.
please get your Valentine's game up because your lady's been missing out. So
Right?
it's silly to me.
Why would you even marry someone
I don't
who
even
doesn't
know.
partake?
That is to me like especially
Hey, different strokes
with
for
that.
different folks.
Definitely, but your
Her
stroke
love
should be the
language is
same
material.
as your lady might want, right?
Want,
Because
right?
people will take but not give.
Give,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So start giving, definitely, because there will be appreciation.
Yeah.
Ladies, for the gift of that, give some advice, maybe some pointers on how they can do that right, because there are a lot of misses apparently, and I
Every
only
lady
know.
likes different shit.
And every
right?
lady likes different
no
shit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Peach is the same.
No
No
peach.
peach is
Yeah,
the
all peaches are not created similar.
True. True.
Treat them well. Princess Peach. Hashtag Princess Peach. That's great.
All right, so 1 year. Then it's like 1 year you've been with someone.
1 year car. I'm talking.
Oh, some lady
If
will
you
be
got
happy
it like
with
that. It's not tricking if you got it. Remember. But no, 1 year should definitely be something. I definitely think you can probably plan some sort of trip.
Oh, that would be nice, yeah.
Or even like if for some reason you're on some budget stuff, then maybe plan like some sort of party where you can bring together that person's like friends and like surprise them and or
like
I guess for
that.
romance stuff,
Yeah.
maybe not a group
Maybe not for-
thing.
maybe not
maybe not
for
a group
romance
thing.
stuff.
But yeah,
feel like you can
get them
make
something.
dinner.
Yeah.
Plan a trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I mean, it's cliche, but there's always the coupon book. but it has
yeah.
to be good.
But you better
Yeah.
like actually when
It
she
can't-
puts in those fucking coupons. I don't want to
Yeah.
hear no bitching and whining.
No, you don't want to hear. I
ready
just
to
got off
perform.
work,
Yeah.
babe. You're like, no. It says full body massage.
To be cashed
It's
in when
full
the
body
fuck ever.
sweetest massage.
Yeah.
Please get on it, and I'm expecting a happy ending.
Happy ending. Why
Yeah.
not?
So obviously, this is fake advice. I can't say
Yeah.
like go out to KB Toys and get an action
Wait,
figure.
does KB Toys exist anymore?
I don't know. I don't know. Shout out to RIP KB Toys. Also, who are you dating if they want toys?
Right, exactly.
But-
But hey, what kind of toys?
Hey!
Ooh, dang.
Okay, never
So
mind.
some toys
Crazy
still work.
toys. You know what I mean? I like that. All right, look at it. Yvette. She just popped on the scene.
part
She's
of
like,
the
what kind of toys? Different strokes for different folks. I see where she's at.
This is why she's on the show.
Yeah. What month are you in? Because Valentine's Day is just going to be like a wind up whatever.
That's amazing.
150cc.
Yeah, we're gonna make it interesting.
There you
you
go.
go.
You can believe
You got
that.
somebody?
Yeah.
Girl,
Of
I
course.
like
There
that.
you
I do.
go.
Not of course, but yeah,
She's
I
like,
do.
of course. I have a
mean, she's
few.
pretty
No,
hot.
not like that, but I do.
No, I'm not mad.
She's
You
got a-
could.
Yeah,
She's got a boo.
yeah. I've been in a
A
3-year
long-term
relationship.
boo?
Yeah,
Killing it.
yeah. So
All right,
we're
it's year
good.
3. What is he planning?
Yeah, so what do you do for 3 years? Yeah.
3 years in. I don't know what he's planning, but I usually leave Valentine's Day up to him.
Yeah.
So why is that, ladies? Why do we think we do that?
I think we do that because we're spoiled brats. No.
You know what? This is what
No.
I think it is. I think because we give a lot throughout the year.
We give so much
give
all
a
the
lot.
time. Yeah. And
Fucking make you some fucking food. Fucking
Yeah.
rub your back when that shit hurts.
Yeah.
I fucking work too. I got dreams and goals too, but
Yeah.
I'll still do that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think Valentine's Day we're like, you know what, man? You just gotta bring it.
yeah, I want to kick back and
I've
I
been
let
doing
him
this
bring
shit
it.
all year long.
Yeah.
Plan a single thing, just like one
One
thing.
thing.
Because I know that, like me personally, I don't necessarily do like I will plan stuff, but I'm not necessarily good. Like if a trip is happening, because I've been single for a long time, typically I'm just like, all I need to think about is a plane ticket, and I'll figure everything out.
Yeah.
That's not how you plan a trip with
Yeah.
your other at all, because they will be pissed. They'll be like, why are we
Here.
in the streets right now? I'm like, you know,
Like, I'm just gonna Google
spontaneity.
it. Do they have Yelp here?
Hey, let's figure out some Airbnb.
All right.
One year, one of our, it was like the best Valentine's for me. I came home and I was under the impression from work and I was like exhausted. I really didn't want to go anywhere and I didn't
Yeah.
want to do anything. That was my thought process all day, and it's so funny because it's like he knew what I needed in that moment, and he had everything planned, but it was all in the house.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to get dressed up. We didn't have to go out. We didn't have to be in the crowd, and that's what I needed in that moment. And I was just so grateful that
Yeah.
he was in like
Intuitive about it.
about it. And
Yeah.
it's like he just knew that, and I was like, this is like the best ever.
That's
And, like
awesome.
I appreciate that so
love that
much because
story.
sometimes I'm just not in the mood for the hype.
Yeah.
You know, when
Yeah.
you're like always busy out going
Right,
and doing
right.
a night in is like A1.
Also, something that if you want to figure out what somebody wants as a gift, the best gift you can give them is to listen prior to Valentine's, because that will be something that people want. Like,
Yeah.
you know, he could have gone the other way and planned this big night out
Yeah.
and everywhere and just turn up, and then
Right,
then later you're mad and he's like, I did all this stuff, and you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, but you didn't listen.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
so-
yeah. This is not what I was in the mood for.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
boom,
Okay.
nailed it.
So this is like a super random question that came out of left field. I would like to do a disclaimer before I ask this question
'Kay.
that I do not give a shit about marriage at all.
Okay,
But
it's a good
if
disclaimer.
I met someone who was into it, I mean, I'd think about it. But
Sure.
it's not something I need to accomplish in my life.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so do you think with this day and age and someone who does want to get married that it's still a thing to ask the father's hand before you propose?
I'd never understood it. I feel like it was back when marriages were transactions.
True.
Because you were like, hey, I want to marry your daughter. And like, great, got some land for you. Thanks for taking her off my hands.
Yeah, we are not in that day and age anymore.
And we aren't in that day and age.
Yeah,
And also, if for whatever reason as a father, you're not into any people dating your daughter, then it would be hard to get permission from that guy, right? He'd be like, bah humbug, the Scrooge of your relationship. And it doesn't make sense that if you guys are going to move forward, that you have to rely on that permission in order. I think tradition-wise, if you and your families, that's a tradition, it's more of like, it's like the Queen of England, like, right? She's there, but it doesn't really... It shouldn't change anything what they say.
Right.
Because, you know, like, I think it would be kind of weird if the person was like, listen, your dad said no, so I'm going to stop coming around. I'm like, are you going to get grounded too? What's happening? Who did I date? Yeah. So if it's a thing that's important to you, go ahead, do it. But for the most part, live your lives.
Yeah.
Would you personally date someone who, for whatever reason, that was important to her?
To ask her dad?
Yeah.
I would ask him, but like by then, like if we were talking marriage, her dad loves me.
Yeah.
I'm good with the parents.
Yeah.
I'm literally good with parents who like are not good with people dating their daughters because I'm not afraid of them. Yeah. Like I don't go in and I'm like, sir, hey, it's nice to meet you. I'm 35. Like what? I just go in and I'm like,
man,
hey,
dog.
what's up, Bob? What's poppin'? How you doing? We've been hanging out.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What are you into? And then let them talk. People love that.
Yeah.
Would you adjust your comedy routine if your significant other's parents came to the show?
No.
Okay.
Never.
Like I don't know. I mean, good.
Here's what. I don't have a real raunchy or like vulgar comedy set.
Yeah.
But if I do say that and they can't, I mean, like they're adults too.
Yeah.
Me and my mom have removed all the roles. So like I'm respectful, but also at the same time we're both adults.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna like tailor my life and the things that I do because they're gonna hear it at some point anyway.
Right.
To the potentially weak constitution of somebody who is listening, right? Yeah. If you're like ewy, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You never heard these words?
Like you've heard them. This is not new to you. It's new to me,
Ewy,
maybe, but it's not
Bob,
new to you.
You're interrupting my set.
So my dad's humor is like strictly like PG.
Sure.
Okay, he likes PG humor.
Sure.
At times PG-13, but never more than PG-13. So I took him.
So he's down with seeing a couple butts.
I love Joe Coy, and I took him to see Joe Coy.
Yeah.
And he does this whole set about like dildos.
Yeah.
And it's like just me and my dad sitting there.
Makes it kind of awkward, huh?
And afterwards, my dad was like, "It's pretty funny, but a little salty for me. A little salty."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, Dad, we won't do that again."
I do have an idea. I think I pitched it on a podcast recently for an inspirational quote dildo. Like the base of it has like everything you need is inside you.
I love that.
Yeah, you can like design them and people can just be like, yeah. This inspires me.
Right. Copyright that.
I don't need it. Make some money. Just give me a shout out. Maybe give me a dating segment on your show. No big deal. I'm moving up.
Moving on up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ladies. You guys, I love this every time. I don't know why I'm acting like it's over. Do you guys
do you have any dating or relationship questions?
So what do you think would be appropriate time frame to
Pop the question.
propose?
No.
Oh.
We're not into that.
Relationship.
No.
Get into anal?
Whoa. Backdoor action.
No. What do you think would be like after so many years of dating, what would you think would be an appropriate time to kind of start a family?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Without
That's
marriage.
cool.
No.
That's fine.
Because we're not in that day and age.
That is fine.
No.
We don't need marriage in this world.
I definitely think that it's not one of those things that you're going to pop up like, hey, we should start thinking about kids. Like, I think you probably should have some conversations leading into where your time frame is. Because it has to match. I mean, you know, it has to be kind of an agreement.
Yeah,
otherwise, it's
totally.
really not going to work for you guys. You guys will love each other. You guys will have great sex. You guys will do all that stuff. But, like, if you are like, all right, listen, we've been together for 6 months.
Now,
I'm on E right now.
Do you think that's a
trying
deal
to fill
breaker?
up, huh?
Would that be a deal breaker in a relationship if one person would like that's their goal in life to have children and the other person is not, would you see yourself out of
I
that
think it should
relationship?
I think it could be
A deal
I think
breaker.
it should be a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Because that means that neither of you will have your needs met as
Absolutely.
people. And like, if you guys are together, there are literally billions of people. I don't know if you guys know this. There's 7.5 billion people on the planet. There's someone who is going to match your desire
totally
to
agree.
make a soccer team or whatever
Yeah, or-
amount of kids you
right.
want.
Yeah.
And then there's also people who are just like, kids? Why? I have a Yorkie. You know, like, there are people like that. She's got it. She's got a dog
So
that
do
bites.
I, and I literally have a
I
Yorkie.
remember. Oh my gosh, your dog. It's,
My sister's dog bites. My dog's
Chrissy-
cool. My sister's
Chrissy
dog
is so
bites.
funny. I had a show in Pasadena and I was like, yo, can I crash? And she's like, yeah. And then a few seconds later, I have a dog. He's not so good with people. And I was like, oh, no thanks. Only fear werewolves. Dogs are close enough.
You met him, right? Did I
Yeah,
have to
we
put
did.
him away?
We started off with him away, but he did come downstairs, and it's kind of like he wanted to kind of scope the scene, like what's going on around
Yeah.
here, because there was a lot of us there that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
So
Probably wondering why he
I think,
doesn't-
I think he realized he was outnumbered.
yeah.
Yeah,
So he's
yeah.
kind of cool
Oh,
with
that's
us.
cool.
Yeah. So
Like,
yeah,
he
but you
is-
did
he-
I just
warn
have
us.
to bring my click.
He's an ankle biter. It's my sister's dog. He's an ankle biter. He nips at toes.
That's funny.
Not my dog, her dog.
Yeah,
but,
of course. Shout out to Sister's Dog.
Right, exactly.
Sister Dog should be a movie.
Sister dog should be a movie.
Whoopi Goldberg should be like the older dog. It's about a nunnery. Is that a thing?
Yeah, you good.
A nunnery of dogs.
With what you're saying, I mean, I think it's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
I think so
I
too.
think it is too, because one person will be resentful if they compromise that value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, not something you want to take a gamble on. Like, you don't want to be like, sure, I'll have kids because you want to, because the likelihood of that person sticking around is slim.
Absolutely.
And as
Yeah.
dudes, we don't necessarily set the best example of people sticking around, especially
Right.
for kids.
But
you know?
there are definitely those who do.
There
And
are those
do.
who do.
There
Yeah.
are do. There
And
are do.
those-
Shout out to staying put.
Staying present in your child's life.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Most important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super
So I
important.
think that's cool.
But
Um,
I mean, have you? Not that this is about you. Could not be about you.
It's
but
not about me.
Not about you. But your friend of a friend of a
of course.
friend.
Of course.
Have they had any discussions about possible having a kid?
Timelines?
Yeah, and that's why now their relationship is kind of on the rockers. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
right.
Because now that they've been dating for quite a while, they are and careers are going well,
Yep.
and now they're like, okay, so kind of like, what's next?
Right.
Is this a direction
this
we're
it?
gonna go in?
Yeah.
Or are we not?
Yeah.
He's
Shoulda.
opposed to having kids. She really wants to have kids. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like put them in a tough spot, but it kind of sucks because they've been
They've
together for
together.
a while, So
Yeah.
it's like I genuinely love this person,
Yeah.
but if this is not going to be something that we can do together, it's just not going to
Yeah.
work.
Well,
so, and
also,
it hurts,
It sounds like they also
Absolutely.
were kind of like, because a lot of times in relationships, people it's not that they're wanting to lie or hold back, it's that they're afraid that something that they feel is going to break up the thing that they
Absolutely.
like.
Yeah.
Right.
And so people reserve their strong opinions
Mm-hmm.
about things, and it backfires. Like, it sounds like it's a little late to be asking these questions for them.
Yeah,
Right.
they've talked about it. I hope she doesn't kill me for this.
Honestly, if she kills you for this, it was premeditated because she heard it. And subscribe. Please
No.
subscribe.
But they are like two people who have always been kind of career driven.
Yeah.
And that has always been on the forefront of
Yeah.
everything that they did. Even before their relationship, it's like, I'm making this happen for myself first. You're making that happen for yourself.
Yeah.
And once we're cool, then, I feel like now they're starting to really focus on the actual relationship.
Right.
So you are right.
That's good.
But their focus was somewhere else. They enjoyed each other, had great
Yeah.
times,
Yeah.
and everything
Right,
that
right.
carries with the relationship.
Yeah.
But now that it's like, okay, now what?
Yeah. It was
kinda-
we're compatible type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
you
So
fit into
I
the
wish
world
you
I'm
guys the
building.
best of
Yes,
luck. Follow your
absolutely.
intuition.
Yes.
Follow
How's
your
the thought,
heart.
girl?
And yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, if you really want a baby, don't compromise that part of you.
Yeah.
Tell them.
Someone out there will have a baby with you.
Let
Yeah.
them know.
And you know what? Or fucking go to the sperm bank, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to the sperm bank, man. It's one guy, he's on Pico, and he's got the jizz. He has got the jizz.
And he's got great references.
And
I'm
he
sure.
it's solid. It's thoroughbred.
Harvard-
Thoroughbred seed, this
Harvard
guy.
graduate.
Yeah, yeah. He knows all the
He
statistics.
knows
He'll break out
already.
a chart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I feel
Yeah.
like this has been dating advice,
been the
relationship
best.
advice.
And
with
it's been
Granison.
great. Hope you guys got some great info out of
Yeah,
this.
we love Granison. We always have the best time.
Yeah.
Granison's a comedian. If y'all didn't know, tell us about your next show. Where can they fucking find it? What's happening?
You guys can find me and my next shows on Instagram. Check me out at Granison. It's Insta and Granison. I'm also on Facebook, Granison Crawford, and from that you can check out my my Facebook fan page. I have a YouTube channel, Granivision. That's Grani space Vision. That's my channel, and I have a couple series on there, Diaries of a Door Guy, and I have a music video as my comedic hip hop alias, S Illy, called #Swipe. It's about my life balling on a budget on EBT. If you're out there, you know 2 for $1 bananas at 7-Eleven is the deal. So
I've heard.
it's hurt, yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get all set up for our guest, Chantelle. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a minute.
Love you.
Hi, guys. We're back. Chantelle's with us. We've been just, getting to know her a little bit off camera. Guys, she's a swear, but only in the closet. So that's what
In the closet.
That's what we've learned.
I don't want anyone to know my
We all have
secrets.
some hidden secrets. It's okay.
Fine, girl. It's fine. So Chantelle is an actress. She's also a producer.
Yeah.
And you've really, like some other people we've had on, kind of cornered in on that horror market.
Yes.
Which I want to hear if what you have to say about the horror is the same as what everybody else has to say about horror. So why do you think you enjoy doing horror?
Well, it's funny. I enjoy doing horror. I also really enjoy doing comedy. And it's funny because they're both kind of polar opposite,
Yeah.
yet the same. Because a lot of times in horror, there's also comedy.
Yeah.
Just to kind of
Right.
break up
Right.
the mood and everything.
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
I think that horror really has a universal theme to it in that it can be very visual. Comedy can be visual too, but sometimes comedy is very word-based and
Yeah,
word-related,
absolutely.
and so it doesn't translate into like different cultures or different countries or even to
Yeah.
different parts of America. It might
Right.
not.
Right,
Different
right.
humor is different. So
Yeah.
I think a lot of people choose to do horror just because a lot of people can jump on and be like, oh, I like that. And
Yeah.
it has like that universal theme to it where everybody can understand it and enjoy it and be
Right.
scared by it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I've noticed a lot of people say they really love the horror community. That the
Oh,
horror
yeah.
community more than any other, they they
very
back
tight.
you, they support you,
Yeah.
like for life.
They do. Yes, we love our horror fans.
Yeah, they are.
That's
they're
amazing.
Good.
You
They're
guys are awesome.
So, are you in your personal life? Do you enjoy watching horror films?
I do enjoy watching horror films. One of my favorite movies was Scream, and I remember
Oh, yeah,
my
that was a good one
parents-
back in the day.
It was.
Yeah.
It was
so scary.
groundbreaking back
Yeah.
It
then.
was.
It really was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would have been maybe 10, I think, when it came out. But luckily, my parents did let me watch it. I had a
Yeah.
few relatives that were like, "What are you watching?" And I'm like, "Oh my, it's fine. My mom and dad said I could." But
Yeah, and I think Scream was a great mix of horror and comedy at the same
Yes,
time. So it goes
yes.
back to what you said
Yeah.
about the two avenues that you like. So it's amazing that you've been carrying that with you for years.
right. Yeah, it had a female. It was very female driven. Too.
Yeah.
They even had a female killer in one of their series
Yeah,
that they
yeah.
had.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there aren't enough female killers out there.
Well, you should watch The Sixth Friend. See what you think of that one. I don't know what's going on
yeah.
there, but
Speaking of, this is your
Interesting.
new film that's out.
yeah.
And it takes place.
Congrats on that as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was originally some friends. They had a graduation party.
Yeah.
Someone showed up that shouldn't have showed up.
Yeah.
Mayhem breaks out. But then the story picks up a couple years later, right? 5 years
Right,
later.
right.
And more shit hits the fan.
More shit hits the fan. Yes, we start off, it's a college graduation party, and these girls had just graduated college, so they wanted to trip acid. The guy that brings
Naturally.
the LSD over, of course, that's what
Yeah.
we all want.
I actually have thought about doing acid a lot. I haven't done it yet, guys. I can't tell you about it, but I'm very fascinated.
You should do the show. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
You know what? But I've heard that you should do it in nature.
Yes, that's
Really
true.
important to do it in
That's
nature.
true.
So if I do acid, it will definitely be in nature.
Yes, do not do it on the show.
No,
That was
I-
not a good idea.
Although there's plenty of YouTube channels out there of people like taking acid and like filming it.
Oh my
so-
gosh.
Wow.
Yeah,
Trippy
yeah.
experiences,
Yeah,
huh? Oh, man.
go ahead.
No worries. So he comes over, we trip some acid, we're having a great time. We've got this, it starts off with an acid trip then, but the guy that brought the acid over does an attempted rape and murder,
Oh my
but
God.
we actually get to him first, and we kill him before he does anything.
Congratulations.
And with that, the girls kind of take away this. They are sort of known in the media and in the news as these female heroines that came about and were able to defend themselves, and they get a little bit of fame in social media from it. And 5 years later, it comes back to haunt them. They all decide to reunite, then rekindle their relationship out in the middle of the woods in a cabin, which is my character's cabin.
Nature and acid.
Nature and acid, yes. And the horror comes back tenfold to haunt them. And then there's a twist at the end, and there's all sorts of stuff that goes down. But it does sort of stay in that same realm of Scream, where it's not too gory. I don't want to say it's not violent, because people are dying, but it's not gory. There's no thrill kills. It is a quick kill. And some of the reviewers have mentioned that, but we did that intentionally. That's kind of our taste, is to have it be more about the chase, the relationships, and then you're done.
Yeah.
Not like, oh my God, she's bleeding and screaming and torturing. You know,
All right.
So,
Sounds interesting.
did you do anything to prepare for the acid trip you had to take on screen?
Well, years ago I did a character study on it.
Fabulous. I mean, as one does.
Yeah.
Hey, how else are you gonna act, guys? Okay, so you had something to draw off of.
Yeah, but I mean, we were also, like, we had music playing in the background, and we were just, having a good time, just laughing and touching each other in a non-sexual way. And
Okay, I like that. All right.
Yeah.
And this was your first time producing, right?
It was, yes.
How was that? Tell us about it.
How was that?
Well,
Was it a
I
headache?
really
Did you-
enjoyed.
Oh,
It was a
right.
headache. Oh,
Yeah.
but it was. I would say the benefits of being able to produce definitely outweigh the headache. It was really awesome being a part of the team and the crew. Having a creative say on how we want to shoot this, what we want to shoot, what we want to leave in the script, take out of the script, who we want to work with as far as a crew. And then the editing too, because the movie can change completely in the editing room. So it was nice to be like, oh no, let's keep that in there, take that out, cut it here. So tailor it to as you need.
So do you feel now that you've had a taste of producing and a little more creative control on the project, that your next project or projects you have going forward, that you'll still keep that producing role? Or do you think,
sure.
okay,
I mean, I want to act too. I want to act in that and
absolutely.
produce.
Yeah.
Maybe down the road, I would just produce. I love creating film, and I love creating art, and I would love to direct someday too. I think maybe 3 to 5 years, I'd like to start directing.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Journey I definitely want to go on. So
Now tell us a little bit. How did you? What drove you to want to get on the producing side?
Well, it's sort of, I was on another movie set, filming another movie with Jamie Bernadette. She's the actress that I produced The Sixth Friend with. And we were talking, and we just kind of put our heads together. We were like, yeah, let's make this happen. So it was kind of the two of us inspiring each other.
Oh, nice.
We both, had both of our assets that we just put them together and decided to do it. And it's like, okay, I do kind of like this. Because I remember when I first moved to LA, people were saying, if you really want to create content and really stay busy, make your own stuff. And I thought, I could never make my own movie. Like, that was just
seems
so
like such a huge
intimidating.
task.
Yeah, and then, I don't know, 5 years later I did it. So you start making it happen.
That's amazing. I love when the impossible becomes possible. So it's amazing that you were able to make that happen. And I also love when, projects come about just genuinely, You're just talking with a friend and you guys made it happen, so that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
isn't
I
it
love
so
that.
amazing in this city to find people who, like, you choose to actually work with them and they show up.
Yes.
They don't flake on you, they don't get stuck in traffic, like, they actually show up and they put forth work. And then you make shit happen.
I mean, it is really nice having a creative community, especially in LA. I've got quite a few different creative communities that I float between, and it really is just, you need something from one, you all just, hook each other up and create it, make it happen.
Yeah, that's
and it is needed, definitely. You need your community to help you. So.
For
100%,
sure.
I agree. And you've been in, the arts for a very long time. You've been doing theater traditionally when you were younger, and then you kind of transitioned over. But you still do theater now, right?
I
You
do,
still have a company
I
you work
still do
with?
theater,
What do you like, theater compared to film?
Oh, that is so hard. I love both. You know, it's like I go back and forth. I say, oh, I like theater better if I'm really going to choose it. I love working on a show for weeks at a time and being so ingrained and close with your company that you're working with, and then you put it on stage and it's just magical every night.
Absolutely.
But then it's like I love film too, because then you get to have it sort of live on forever, or have it you know, be streaming. And with theater, I have gone into where we've taped our shows now and stuff too. So, but it's just, I don't know. I love both.
Yeah.
I love both.
Absolutely, there are things about both that are lovely.
What I would really love to do is go to New York and do a play soon. So.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
So she's manifesting it, universe.
I am manifesting it.
Let's make it happen. Yes.
And then was there one, whenever you first got involved in theater, was there one moment where you decided to transition into film, or did you already think in the long run that's where you wanted to go?
I kind of thought in the long run that's where I want to go. I'm from the Midwest, and so there is quite a good theater community where I came from.
Okay.
And so that's kind of where I started off doing that, and I went to school in the Midwest, got my BFA in theater, and then I moved out to LA, knowing I wanted to go into film.
Yes, nice.
As we usually do.
Let's go to theater school so I can make movies. I've been in LA for 9 years now.
9 years? Okay, quite a while, yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're making your way, girl. You getting it happen.
Yeah.
And then I saw you were just in a music video
Yes.
that I love for a young lady, Rochelle. Is that her first name? Rochelle Royale.
Yeah.
And it's a female empowerment driven film.
It is.
Or video. And you were dressed traditional male attire. But how was that experience? Talk to us about that.
That was such a cool experience. I think Rochelle is so creative, and she's very smart. She's a very smart girl, and I think she's very talented. I just, you know, as we were doing the music video, I was so impressed. I was like, gosh, she wrote this song, she's produced it, she's putting this whole thing together, and I thought, well, that's kind of what we do when we make movies too.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so us dressing up as men, it was sort of a statement in saying, you know, we're strong women dressed as men. We're equal. We're, you know, sort of putting on the man's pantsuit in a way, I guess, and saying we can hold our own as well. And then we had James Maslow from Big Time Rush come in and do a shoot with us too. So it was really cool. He was like the one guy surrounded by all these women, and we're like female empowered.
Yeah.
Men supporting women.
Yeah.
So.
We love that.
Yeah.
And Brooke Lewis, who's a friend of the show for a long time.
Yes, I love Brooke.
So I saw she did the shoot with you
She
guys.
did too.
She's an amazing human, just for sidebar.
Oh, her
she's
soul is-
always supportive. She's always kind. She's always hardworking. Super
She's
positive outlook
got such
on
a
life.
good soul.
She really
She's
does.
really awesome.
Yeah. And Cash Hovey, we have had on
Yes.
the show long time ago.
Have you? I
Before
love
we
Cash.
were in this form. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cash is great.
I'm going to be shooting some scenes with Cash
Oh, good.
in a
And
couple
he's a big
weeks.
supporter
So.
of
Nice.
women too. So
Yeah,
we love
he
that.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you could hook me up with Rochelle, because I would love for her to come on and perform that song?
Oh, totally.
We're all
Yeah.
about,
Oh, yay.
chicks around here.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'll
Look
ask
at
her about it
that.
and see if she's available.
And then you also have some experience with stage combat and firearms. Now
I do.
So most actors, like I had to take stage combat as well when I was in school. But I feel like you're at a different level than that. I feel like you've been doing it a little bit longer than that. So talk to us about your experience with that.
Well, I did start off doing stage combat in college.
Right.
So, and I had done it in theater before that, but I hadn't I hadn't taken proper classes. I hadn't had proper training, but just for certain shows that I was in. So, doing that, you know, you learn all the little tricks and everything.
Right.
And in The Sixth Friend, we've got some stunts. And I actually did a series when I first moved to LA called Uncut, where I had to deal with firearms and everything too.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's weird because I'm totally fine with a gun on set, but I hate real guns. I don't want to hold them.
For
Yeah, it's a
I don't
totally
want to
different
look
story,
at
I can
them. I don't want them
imagine.
in my house. I don't.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's a toy. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I know, I always think about, not always, but I've thought about that too. Like my reaction if I were to see a real gun, or when I hear about like, oh yeah, I carry a gun. It's so visceral. I'm always just like,
I'm like,
what is
oh my
wrong
God, you've
with
got a
you?
gun.
Yeah, yeah.
Why
have
would
a
you do
gun?
that?
And then you go to like Texas and everyone's got one, and that's a way of
And
life.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
I'm like, okay.
it's just, I don't know. I feel unsafe with a gun
Honestly,
around.
me too. I feel unsafe with a gun around.
Let's all be neutral. Take it
Right?
away. Like,
Yeah.
All the-
Yeah.
yeah.
So do you think, like, let's say for example, like Tom Cruise does all his own stunts for crazy shit, like Mission Impossible. If you ever got cast in an action film, do you feel like you would be up to trying your own stunts?
I would.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, of course, I would want a stunt coordinator on set, maybe a
Absolutely.
double. If
Absolutely,
I'm not
yeah,
going to
yeah,
jump off a building though. That I wouldn't do. Like I'll leave that to the professionals, but I could do a fall or fight.
I was thinking, would you do a fall off of like a small building, then you fall back onto a cushion? Is that something you would do?
Oh, I don't know. Can we cheat it?
All right, girl. All right, okay. We'll cheat that shit. And then in your personal life, you've got a love of horses.
I do. Yes, I love horses. I grew up on a ranch in North Dakota. And so my dad and I would actually go riding horse all the time. That was like our bonding time that we would do.
Yeah.
We have pastures and fields to go ride in, so my dad would bring a cigar. I don't smoke cigars, but I do drink whiskey.
Okay.
And I bring a flask, he's got the cigar, and we ride our horses like real cowboys.
Yeah.
And there's an area of our land called Marlboro Country. I don't know why it's called that. No one in my family smokes, but it's just called Marlboro Country. I don't know why, but
I guess with the ads, it's very traditional, like the cowboy out there in the field.
You can see for miles.
Right. So, since you live out in LA, are you still able to tap into that love? Like, do you go riding anywhere around here?
I have gone riding a few times.
Yeah, nice.
There is actually this mechanic that I met up in Van Nuys, and he has horses. And so me and my friends have gone up and ridden horses. Who would have thought that?
Yeah.
I know, right? He's so awesome. His name is Fuad. He's the nicest guy, hey. And yeah, we've gone up and ridden his studs before. I normally ride quarter horses, and he has studs, so those are bigger.
Oh, okay.
So I don't ride as fast on them because they're strong.
Really powerful, yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, that's really cool. And what we love, see, I have a rescue, but you like flat out rescued your dog off the street.
Oh wow.
I did, yes. So I have two dogs. My one is Marley, and I've had Marley for 10 years now.
Okay.
And Eddie is my new one, but I've had Eddie for probably 3 years now, I think.
Okay.
Marley and I were out for our walk, and I see this little dog running around on the street, and I went to go, pick him up, but he was kind of feral. Like, he would run away as soon as you would go near him, but he did like my dog Marley. And so I did get him over into like my gated area of my house, and I walked in and closed the gate, so he was enclosed.
Yeah.
And I picked him up, and he tried to bite me, and then he peed on me.
He was so scared.
Now, what kind of dog is he?
Yeah, he's a Chihuahua mix.
Chihuahua, okay.
A mix of Chihuahua.
Okay.
So
He's a
maybe
little
Chihuahua
guy.
Terrier, but he's a little guy, and then he's just like shaking and peeing everywhere.
Oh,
and I'm like, oh my God. So I put a diaper on him. And I brought him inside, and I got him neutered the next day. And I mean, I did check to see if he had a chip. There was no chip, no collar, no leash, and he was clearly abused. So I thought he needs to have a home. So it's kind of one of those things where I started off temporarily, like we'll see how this goes, and he's still there. So
Now, how did your dog take to him being in his space?
It's funny. I feel like we were out for our walk, and he's like, "Oh, a cool friend." And as soon as he came in and saw that he was staying, he was like, "What the fuck?"
Like, what's going on?
That's how my dog
My dog literally was like,
Wait, like, you're not
staying?
leaving?
Like, I thought I liked him, but
It's like they were just playing the yard together.
but now they're super tight.
Yeah.
They're
good.
brothers now.
Okay,
They
good.
probably cuddle and shit, don't
They
they?
do.
Nice, I love it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you have a couple of projects in the works too.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to like reveal about that, or what can you
Well,
tell us?
there is a really cool project that I've been talking about. We shot it last year, and it's called The Desert, and it's actually doing the festival scene this year.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, we premiered in Lund, Sweden, the Lund Film Festival, and we also played in London. And it's a really cool modern day sci-fi melodrama. Kind of, it has like a real 1950s essence to it, but yet it's sci-fi, so it's like futuristic kind of. And it's produced by one of the creators of Grimm, NBC's Grimm.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so if you know that show, it's kind of paranormal, so it has like that weird paranormal fantasy element to it.
Okay,
so.
nice. Sounds very interesting.
Did you just do an acting role in
I
this
was
one?
just acting it. I was the lead in it, but I was acting
That's
it.
fantastic.
Okay.
Did you go to London or Lund?
Oh, I didn't. I was stuck in LA working.
no.
I know. I had a shoot on one day, and then I think I had another talk show I had to be in the other day. And then The Sixth Friend was premiering around the same time.
That's a lot.
So I had some stuff going on here, but
Well, at least you were busy and just didn't miss the opportunity
I was
to get.
Guys, there's like a drill outside? I don't really know. We're live. It's
Welcome to
live.
LA.
Exactly. Some kind of large vehicle of sorts. It'll be on in a second. Give us 2 minutes. That's what happens. It's fine. We're all good.
I'm gonna have another.
Yeah, have a
drink
swig of your
this.
Spa
This is
Girls
so
cocktail.
good.
So good.
It's so smooth.
It's so smooth, and that we're drinking it straight up, guys. That's how smooth it is.
on the rocks.
Yeah.
We're just playing shit over. So.
I think I'm Russian. I did take my DNA test. I'm
I
a
feel
little
like
bit
you could
Russian.
be Russian. You totally look like you could be
Yeah,
Russian.
we like vodka.
Yeah. You could be like Nikita, for sure. Okay, so if people want to find, follow, and support you, how can they do it? Where they gotta go?
Chantelle Albers. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I almost said iTunes. My movie's on
Will be
iTunes.
iTunes after the show.
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Those are my social media, and YouTube. Those
Yeah.
are my social media under Chantelle Albers.
Yep.
Okay.
Chantelle with a C, Albers with an A.
And if you're feeling particularly stalkerish, she does have a personal website as well, guys.
I do.
Lots of photos
You
there.
can send me a message even.
Not that I encourage you to be a stalker, but it's there if you need it.
Yeah, ChantelleAlbers.com.
Yes.
I'm in the works of revamping my
Yeah.
website currently.
Fabulous.
I'm recently a brunette too. I'm normally
I
blonde.
like it.
So
I think it's so cute.
Yeah.
I think it looks really pretty on you.
oh, thank you.
You're like
Yeah.
totally Snow White over there.
Yeah, it's like every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh God.
Who's this girl? All right, guys. We love Chantelle. If you would like to find, follow, and support her, please do. You're welcome back anytime, Chantelle. You got some
Awesome.
shit you working on. You want to share it, girl?
All right.
Come on back. Guys, hang tight. We're going to get set up for our musical performance. Emily's in the house. And
Yes.
we'll see you, everyone, in just a moment. Bye, guys.
Be right back.
Hi, everybody. We're back.
We're back.
Switching shit up as usual. Emily's with us.
Yes.
Welcome, Emily.
Yeah,
you,
we're so
thank
glad
you.
to have you.
We got to shout out
to
to
be here.
Bill, guys. Emily's here because of Bill.
Thanks, Bill. I know you're watching somewhere.
Right? Bill's a good supporter, so we love our
He
supporters.
is. He is.
And he was
Awesome.
like, Emily, go text Chrissy.
Yeah, he was. He
Okay,
was.
sure.
I'm here because of you, Bill, so thank you.
Don't be scared, guys. Just send me a DM. Like, if you're decent, I'll put you on the show. I love to support indie artists. It's cool. It's cool. That's what we do around here. So you're not just a writer, musician chick. You're also an actress, a great actress.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
you
glad
got a lot of you got a lot of shit going on, girl.
Yeah, I'm busy, yeah.
Obviously,
Nice.
she's not American, folks, and that's fine.
No.
That's totally cool. So what I thought was interesting about you is you won the green card lottery.
Yes.
That's how the fuck you're here.
Exactly.
Talk to us
yeah.
about that, especially because, I mean,
Yeah.
immigration's a thing, guys,
It's
for
a
a
big
lot of people. So how'd that
yeah.
go?
It's really weird because, like, I won it the first year I entered it when I was 18, so it was just like meant to be. Like, because I've got a bunch of Aussie friends here who have won it.
Yeah.
Some of them have won it the first time, or like 5 or 6, or even like 10 times after trying. So yeah, and I moved here when I was 21. And
Yeah.
That's kind of it. Yeah.
So how does that go with the green card? Like, it's just,
Right.
is it once a year this happens? How does that work?
Yeah, it's once a year, and I'm pretty sure 50,000 people get it a year, which is a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah, I think 100,000 win it, 50,000 actually get it
Get what?
after the interview, like they get approved or whatever,
I see,
the
I
medical
see.
check. It's like a whole process. So yeah, and so lucky that this exists, and I think they definitely favour Australians. I know with Canada, I think they like 5 people get it, and Australia the ratio is a lot higher. Because
I wonder why.
I don't know. I think it's favoritism, and also because Canada is so close as well. I think
Yeah,
it's a
they
bit of
can
that.
come anytime. Yeah.
It's a bit easier, yeah. But so yeah. just
So
very
when
lucky.
you won, were your
Yeah.
parents like, holy bananas?
I think so. Yeah. Like it's funny because when I got the notice that I won, a part of my brain just went boop. Like
Yeah, you're
thought
like, "Nuh-uh,
global.
what?"
Yeah. Like it's suddenly like imagine, I don't know, like. You're in a small town and then you got the permission to like travel the world or live in an
Yeah.
amazing country. For me, like to live here and work here, I was like, I don't know, it was just
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
So
So if you won when you're 18, you didn't move
Yeah.
here until you're 21. Is that because the process was 3
Yeah.
years then?
yeah, it
Interesting.
took a while. So yeah, found
That's
out
a long time.
entered 18. I moved when I just turned 21. So
Yeah.
it's a long
It's
process.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
listen, quit tripping the fuck out that ISIS is coming, man. Shit, homegirl got in legally and it took her 3 years after getting the permission, all right?
Yeah.
Chill out, everyone. Chill out. It's all right. I don't really get into politics, but on occasion,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do on the show. Okay, all right. So you have been working on a new song,
Yes.
And you also have a second album that's out.
Yeah, well, it's really funny because, yes, I do. Well, yes.
Working on.
Yes, I'm definitely working a new album. I'm about to release an album called Revolution. So one of the, actually I was going to play that today, Revolution. So yeah, I've got a photo shoot this Saturday for the album cover and just working
all the
on
stuff.
that.
Yeah,
all
the jazz.
So yeah.
How's that process been?
It's been good.
Are you self-funded? Because some
Yes.
artists we have on are self-funded and some go through,
The thing,
crowdfunding or whatever the case is, but it's different for everybody.
Yeah, the first one I did was self-funded. The next one I do will probably be a bit of both. I'll try to push as much crowdfunding as possible. I mean, like, why not try?
Give it a whirl.
Yeah.
So when it's self-funded, do you feel that there's just so much more like love and attachment to it? Because you're like, God, I put all this money, my money into it.
Yes. Well, actually, secretly though, because I did the first one when I was 18, my parents paid for it because I was a kid. So
way to have supportive parents.
Yes, so lucky. Like I wouldn't be in this country without my parents.
Right.
No. Shout out to your mom and dad.
Yeah, exactly. Hey guys. Like they supported me the first 6 months I was here, which is amazing. Like
that's amazing.
Nice.
Which is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
Yeah. So
we were just talking about Southern California. And just everywhere in the world, everything's
pricey as F. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, part of the process of being here has just been like finding a good job that supports this.
The artist struggle, right?
And honestly, for me, serving bartending's been the best.
Yeah.
I love that job. It's
That's
fun,
that's
you
great.
meet people, yeah.
Yeah,
so
you meet a lot of people.
I'm at Bill through bartending.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
working at the pub and like, so I've met a lot of friends.
We love that.
Yeah.
And you just did a music video in January, right, for Crazy Love?
Yes, it's my friend's song. I was just texting him about it today, actually. So so it should be fun. He's like a jazz musician. He's in my band.
Yeah.
And he wrote it. He got me to sing on it, and it should be out soon.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
You've done your research. I love it.
so
She's
recently
good.
you also did Songwriter Sundays, and we
I
have
did.
so many friends in common. So we've
Right.
had Chandler Juliet on several times.
Okay. Yep.
Jesse McLeod we've had on.
Yep.
Sam F. Stacy.
Okay. Yeah.
How was Songwriter Sundays for you? Was that your first one, or had you done a couple before?
First one playing, I watched it once, and it was fun. Like, the other girls were amazing. And to be honest, like, it is a little nerve-wracking. Like, when people are so amazing coming down the line, you're like, oh my God, I hope I'm all right.
Right,
I hope I don't stuff it up. So my nerves are definitely getting in the way. But then it was good though. Like, it was fun. It's like a Nashville style open mic. Well, not open mic, whatever. And the crowd was great, and they were singing the lyrics of the songs of the people they knew, and it was just such a supportive environment. So yeah,
I was going to say, I've found with other musicians we've had on that they talk about the music community in LA is very supportive. It's not snarky, it's not people trying to get in front of the other. Have you had that same kind of experience?
Yes, everyone's been great. And
That's beautiful.
Yeah, are you a musician as well?
I'm not. No,
Okay,
I wish. I think God didn't give me that talent. Let me tell you, I'm a shower singer.
This still counts. Hey, the shower has great acoustic.
Shower singer.
So I forgot what I was going to say. But
Yes. Okay. Yes. It's been supportive. It's been good.
Yes.
Great.
Yes. Oh yeah. What I was going to say is, it is a little different to acting. Like, in the sense of, it is more competitive when you're going out for the same roles.
Absolutely.
Although I do believe that as an actor, you just need to be the best version of yourself, and that's when you get the role. Like, it's you're competing, but they don't know what they're looking for. So
You're right.
it's I kind of try not to look at it that way.
Yeah, half the time, like, they don't know until it walks in the room.
Exactly.
So, like, if you don't get it, it literally had nothing to do
with
who
you,
are.
right?
Yeah.
It didn't.
Exactly. And like, I try to look at it with an abundance mentality as well. Going, there's an abundance full of roles.
Yeah.
in a sense,
Yeah.
and
There's enough for everyone.
yes, exactly. So
Right.
not to be of scarcity, like, oh my God, this is the one role for me. Like,
Right,
I've only
right.
got like 5 chances this year. It's like, no, like, there's a gazillion roles, and it's like the law of attraction. If you put it out there and you
Right.
do the work and you do workshops, whatever, then you'll attract it back to you.
Right.
That's what I think
Yeah.
is so cool is because so many people create their own projects now.
Yeah,
Yes, there's,
yeah.
thousands of people out here pursuing the entertainment, acting in particular,
Yeah.
but there's also thousands of people out here who are making projects. So
Yes,
you're right.
exactly.
There are more roles to fill all the humans that are out here trying to get those
exactly.
roles.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay for technology.
Yeah.
And speaking of film, so you're working on a feature film,
Yes.
Dark Haven,
Yes, I am.
and you also took on a producing role.
Where did I post this? Wow. Jesus, you're good. I am. And I was just messaging about it. Were you reading my messages? No. I love this. Yes, so I'm producing a feature called Dark Haven, which my friend Jim Vines, who's a great writer, gave it to me about a year ago. He's like, I think you'd be great in this role. Nothing happened for a year. I now started working with a director who's organising crowdfunding for it, or the crowdfunding process. So we're working on a one sheet right now. We did a photo shoot for the one sheet, and we're doing a table read March 16th with some select people. Probably invite like a casting director or two and my reps and stuff, and the director's reps. So yeah, I mean the hardest thing will be getting funding. So who knows if it will happen, because I think it's like it's low budget, but I think we're pushing for a bigger low budget. So yeah.
So do you, as a producer, do you have to help spearhead securing that funding?
Oh yes, for sure. Yes.
Have you ever done that before?
No. So that's why I like
because I feel like so many of us, like we said, we're out here doing projects and we're all like, I don't know how the fuck to fund it. I don't know what to do. Do you have a game plan? Like, what are you gonna do, girl?
So my game plan is follow Tom's example, because he's a director and he has funded features before, and he's made it, written it, directed it, and got the money back. So he has that. He knows he's done the whole thing before. So I'm really following his lead, as well as just dentists and doctors. I've heard, like, just go through the phone book and call dentists and doctors. So that's what I'm gonna do. Exactly.
You gotta perfect your elevator pitch then.
Exactly. Okay. Yes. Yeah, and just it's funny because the same with crowdfunding for music, which is why I'm nervous, because if I don't want to ask friends or family for money, but I don't want to like go, oh yeah, help me fund this album, help me fund this film. No. So it's going to be tricky with that. But I have been studying this music marketing woman. It's called, I love it, it's called the Savvy Music Academy. Have you heard of it?
Actually, I think I have heard of it.
Right, because my friend introduced me to her stuff, and it's all about building super fans and finding your niche and like finding these people who really support you, like Bill. Thank you, Bill. He's just an amazing human being. But and so like these people will want to support you, and so right now I'm just really finding these people, because there's billions of people in this world, and if you have access, or maybe not as many who have access to the internet, whatever, but if you can connect to all these people in the world through the internet, then there's no way you can't not get it funded because of that. So
and continue to just put it out there in the universe, and it'll come back. Just do your work, and you'll get met, or or get more than what you could ever imagine.
Exactly.
So
Universe provides. So
it does. It totally does.
Yeah.
And you just moved into a new place. How's it going?
Yes, I did. It's going great. I should put new locks on my door.
Did you unpack everything yet? Why did you have me over for wine and cheese night?
I'm actually trying to figure out if I'm going to do a housewarming, but I work a lot of nights and I do gigs and stuff.
Right.
Well, social life, but that was going great actually.
Congrats.
It's because you watch my Instagram stories, right? It's because I post it anyway. I'm trying to figure it out. I know. This is great. But it's funny, I did an Instagram story yesterday. I was drinking the water in the from the apartment, and I felt really sick, and so I've started just drinking
like bottles.
Yeah, just until I get a filter, but I felt really unwell, like drinking that water.
That's terrifying.
I know, it tasted really bad as well, but I was like, oh, it's fine, but I felt like I had a headache, and I've got headaches. So as soon as I drank a bottle of water, I instantly felt better. So it just shows you how important water is, and just how the big difference.
And those who are feeding their pets tap water,
I give my
dog filtered water. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's such a good point. I mean, my old place was fine because I lived in a house, but maybe this is an older
maybe the
apartment.
pipes are older.
So it's just it's kind of gross.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned. Yeah.
So you told us a teeny bit about what you're going to play. Do you want to expand anything about Revolution, or?
Yeah. Let me think. I wrote a bunch of these songs like 4 years ago before I moved here. I have a couple new songs. Would you rather hear a newer song or Revolution, which is
I want you to play
want to hear
whatever your heart feels.
But
however like your heart feels, that's what you should play.
Okay. I said Revolution, so I'll do Revolution. And I haven't played it, I think, at a thing like this. So I'll do Revolution. But yeah, I wrote this, I think it was about a friend at the time. It's about contrast and like opposing, like two different people working together, and it being like a revolution in a good way, not like a revolution, but like revolution like synergy more so than revolution.
Yeah. I got
So
you.
yeah, that's what it's all
And then
about.
just, can we turn this guy so he's on the outside?
Oh, for sure.
Can you
Yeah.
Sorry.
I've never done this before,
reaching-
obviously. Oh God.
I mean, I turned you up, but I just want to make sure we can hear your beautiful voice.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. Thank you. Awesome. Did you want me to play now?
Yeah, girl, we're
right,
ready for the
let's hear it.
revolution.
Let's hear it.
Let's give you some scoochie,
Yes.
get where you need to
Guitars are
be.
big. Has anyone here ever brought their keyboard? No, right?
Yes.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
I have had. I don't know if you know Dave Yaden. He's an amazing keyboardist. He has Magenta Harley has brought her keyboard.
Okay.
I've had mini keyboards. We've had ukuleles.
Oh, cute.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Some people bring a soundtrack. I'm like, hey, if it works
Hey.
for you.
I'm so excited. I'm such a fan for live music.
Oh my God.
I love it. I'm so excited.
Awesome. Well, I hope you like it.
I'm sure I will.
God. It's cold. My hands are numb. Alrighty. You're like a China doll made out of porcelain, that if I touched you, we might break. You're like water in my mouth after eating something sour, washing away the taste. It's so fresh in a different way, but still in every place. As I try to shape the view of mixing red and blue revolution, we're a revolution. Well, like fire and ice, sugar and spice, a revolution. We're a revolution. We're like laying in the sun and welcoming the earth. After drying off the cold embrace, 'cause we're noise. Feel like standing in the rain and feeling dusting on my face. Liking the way it tastes. It's so amazing, a different way, but still in every place. As I try to shake the view of mixing red and blue revolution, we're a revolution. Well, fire and ice, sugar and spice, a revolution. We're a revolution. And as our worlds keep on colliding, we're the only ones who seem to be united. As I try to shake the view of mixing red and blue revolution, we're a revolution. Well, like fire and ice, sugar and spice, a revolution. We're a revolution. So as I try to shape the view of mixing red and blue revolution, we're a revolution. Well, like fire and ice, sugar and spice, a revolution. We're a revolution. A revolution.
Yeah.
Oh,
love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, no worries.
Guys, if you were
Fun.
loving Emily as much as we were, please find, follow, and support her. What is your Instagram?
It is at Emily Coupe, Coupe, like the car.
Like
so
the
yeah,
car.
like the car.
We like that.
Yeah, exactly. Broom, just drive on over to my Instagram and do your thing. So yeah.
Guys, this has been another week of Female Chantelle's Unfiltered show. Thank you everyone who came in, stick with us, support us. We appreciate Mixology 101 for always letting us be here.
Yes.
Nikki's the
Awesome spice.
bartender. Come down, get a drink. Spa Girls Cocktails, provide us with some alcohol.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Yes, we do.
Next week is our Valentine's episode, everyone.
Oh, yes.
I don't know what yet's gonna happen. It could be good, bad, or both, but it is Valentine's.
Yes.
Next week.
It is.
It is.
Cheers to that.
Cheers
This
to
is
Valentine's.
actually really nice.
It's delicious.
It's early, but it's great.
Delicious. It's delicious. And we'll see everybody then. Thanks, guys. Take care.
See ya.